welcome to another episode of Baggers Chat. Unfortunately, this week, boys, this episode in particular, we are without one of our better hosts. Much loved, yeah, definitely. Jack Speechley. So condolences to him.
Shout out Speech.
He'll be watching. Probably not, but we will be previewing the Mighty Blues versus the Swans this Friday night, 7:20, Marvel Stadium, Sir Doug Nicholls round. Get down there, boys. Get down there. And everyone, boys, girls, mums, dads, everyone, get down there. It's going to be a great game. What are your thoughts on the Guernsey, Ethan?
I like it. I think I like the meaning behind it. Certain jumpers. I think on the side of it, it's got all the ex-AFLW, well, current and ex-AFLW and AFL players on there.
Indigenous players, isn't it?
Indigenous, yeah, sorry. But you know, that's good. I like the meaning behind it.
That's good.
Yeah. It's always a cool round. I think it's a bit of creativity as well with the jumpers, so it's good.
Yeah. Absolutely, what you mate?
Absolutely spot on. I think you were pretty quick to post it on Bags Chat actually.
Bang,
the update, which is pretty good. But I think I just think every single year they probably up their game really, which is good. They somehow think of new ideas, which is always good to see.
Absolutely. All right, so the last 3 times we played the Swans, obviously, I don't know if you remember last year, we did lose by 22 points. It was 100-78. Game before that, we won by 5 points, 57-52.
God, roll.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. And then 62-69, we won.
Yeah, the Levi reverse swing.
Yeah, that's right. Was that when Harry kicked the sealer?
Yeah.
SCG, yeah.
Yeah, Teague train.
So the record is not terrible.
No.
It's not.
We can get the job done, which we'll get stuck into a bit later on. But yeah, 2 of the last 3.
Yeah.
You'll take that. Alrighty. We'll get stuck into who do you sort of see playing, who do you see coming out of besides the obvious, obviously Williams will come out. Who's going to fill his role? And do we see any other changes, I guess, happening, Ethan?
Obviously, Williams comes out. It's always tough, who do we want out, omitted and stuff like that, because we just don't know the inner 4 walls of the footy club. We might not think his output's good enough, but the forward coach and Hansen might go, geez, he's been fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's obviously tough. I personally think he'll get dropped. I think, we have enough small forwards. I think Kemp might go forward this week due to Lewis Young coming back in the side. Hopefully he's recovered from COVID. Yep. Who else is coming in? So Williams out. It's always tough, but I don't know. What do you think, Pato?
We have to see the progress of Liam Stocker.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Once again, if he's fit, 100% bring him in, because I think he's had that stint in the VFL where he doesn't need to have another stint in the VFL to get back into the side. But I think that would be a perfect replacement. Straight him out for Zach Williams. And I personally think, we'll touch on it a little bit later, but I personally think that Lewis Young probably comes in and always comes out with you saying Kemp moving forward. Yeah.
Well, exactly right. It's a 2-week injury. He should be able to come straight back in. It was such the second week, wasn't it?
Yeah, shoulder, yeah.
So I think he should, slot straight back in.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get stuck straight into the key matchups.
Key matchups. So we're starting off, we're going with the mighty Charlie Curnow. And I think Sydney have got some pretty good backs, and one including Tom Carlton, who's playing with his brother now, who's since come back to the game following some concussion issues. But what do you think about this matchup, Pato?
Yeah, I think it's a good one for Curnow, because I personally think McCartan's a good defender, but once again, I think last week, especially playing without Mackay, that will help him tremendously. And I think me personally, I think his game will probably go to another level. Especially with that confidence. I think McCartan's a great defender, so it's going to be tough for Curnow, but once again, he played on a pretty good defender last week against the GWS Giants, so we'll have to see, but let's hope Charlie is up to it.
Will be very interesting, but I don't think there's very many matchups that Curnow loses. So he's obviously that good of a forward. So next matchup is in the ruck. It's often talked about in the last, this season, especially with Pitto going out, Teddy K, the young gun, coming in to be the main ruckman, against a ruck that we were interested in getting last year. I think we talked about it in a few of the episodes, probably the season review. Probably just needing some sort of, second ruck for Pitto, or some, diverse ruck where they can go forward and kick goals. So obviously that's Laddams and Teddy K will take him on. What do you reckon, Pato?
Yeah, I actually rate Laddams quite highly.
Very similar, I reckon.
Spot on. I don't personally think Laddams is... I never saw him to be have actually seen him to be a ruckman. Especially Port Adelaide, he probably set the standard there with him kind of moving forward, like the TDK role, as you said. I don't know. I actually rate Ladhams quite highly. Just because last year when we did the Trade Talk episode series, we were actually. I don't think we were interested in him, but I know that we were. We were saying, we really want him.
I'm actually surprised Port Adelaide actually got rid of him because they've struggled because obviously the last few weeks have been good, but just having Lysette. And then the second ruck's a bit, it's like Marshall or it's just more of a pinch hit. So
is it a matter of we do go into, we talk about every week in terms of go in and this is the way we set up, we expect, there's a fair chance TDK's going to lose the hit out.
See, I disagree. I think this is a time when TDK's actually probably going to be the favourite.
The only thing is, I think with this matchup is Tom Hickey's probably going to be the starting ruckman,
right.
But I just thought this matchup would be good in terms of the similarities these two players have. But Hickey, I think TDK can take him as well.
Yeah.
He's a very similar kind of that kind of lanky kind of ruckman, not like Proust where he's big and a bit of a bully. But
when's Merkel coming in?
Oh, he won't be coming in this year. I don't think he's ready.
This year?
Give him a year in the twos and see how he goes next year. But we'll move on to a player I quite like from the Swans. It's Callum Mills. I think he's a star. Did he get a week? I think he got a week from the MRO. I just thought about it then, and they're challenging it today. So he could be missing. Sammy's on the job now. He's quickly Google searching, but I think it was on the couch last night. They were talking about it. It was just a hit, a front-on hit. Believe. I think it was against Essendon, and I'm not sure it was, but geez, if he's out. But if he's in, which I expect he probably will be. What do you think, Pato?
I personally, I kind of don't like it when their star players do go out. Of course, it will help us a lot, but it kind of just gives everyone a little bit of an excuse, say Callum Mills wasn't playing, that's why he won, all that stuff. So of course it will help us if Mills isn't playing because he's an absolute, he's a fantastic player. But I think Cripps once again last week probably wasn't. Last game probably wasn't at his Cripper best. So I guess this is a chance for him to respond and get the best on.
I do agree with that as well. You do want to see the best. You want to beat their best team now. You want to you want to show where we're at. You want to play the best team, beat the best team from
statement.
Exactly. From a pure footy sense, you want to see good footy. But you want to beat the best team. Yeah. For a statement, as you said.
Yeah, well, you look at our team. Geez, we're not our best team yet.
No,
we are not our best team. And we'll move on from that. And this is, arguably the greatest forward of all time, up there in the top 10, I believe. Lance Franklin against Jacob Wiedering. I thought Wiedering was superb against the Giants. I thought he, obviously in that first quarter, the ball wasn't going down there much, but every time he's just taking grabs and. Yep. Do
we get Alex Silvani in for just a week? Give him a 1 week contract, not even to play, just as a coaching role.
Yeah,
early mid-season draft.
He knows. He's good at it. He knows the ins and outs of Buddy Franklin.
It's crazy though, isn't it? He's not even talked about as one of the, he's solid enough footballer.
Average,
but average. But one of the best forwards, as you said, he shut him down pretty well.
Yeah, I think he did it on a few occasions. But what do you think about Wiedering? I think he's done pretty well on Buddy the last few years, apart from that year he kicked 10. I think Jonesy was on him though. But what do you think?
Yeah, I personally think that Wiedering, because as we've actually said that, Jones has probably been the opponent on Frank, and I think maybe like a Sam Reid, maybe like a McLean have been playing on Wiedering. But I think this is a test for Wiedering because I personally think he will go to Franklin. But if Lewis Young's in...
Lewis Young could.
Once again,
definitely could. Height-wise too, just that.
Yeah, because Franklin's he's not a big body. He's very agile, which I think will threaten Wiedering. So I personally think Voss might actually put Young. I think Wiedering will go to Franklin straight away.
I trust both of them to be able to 100%. Take him.
But I think that if they have the option, and especially with Logan McDonald playing pretty well, maybe even Sam Reid, maybe even a McLean. I don't know if he played on the weekend, but there's a few.
They've got a few options up their sleeves. Yeah. So that's the matchups, mate.
That was good.
Anything under the pump because we've.
He's always like saying anything about Wiedering versus Franklin. Because I know this bloke, Franklin. I said personally? No, not personally. Have you seen the video actually, just real quick, with him and with Gorringe and Dylan Buckley? He just had no idea who he was. But Franklin had no idea who Gorringe was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a pretty funny video. Get around it. All right, we'll get on to under the pump. But look, I personally don't have anyone. Do you boys have anyone? Well, I think we played pretty well last week.
Yeah.
Maybe always
if
if
always
he's playing.
plays,
But
maybe.
again, that's probably just...
But they're probably happy with him.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah. And I think it's just the one game that he
He's just got to finish off his work.
And it's not like he's been shit all year.
No.
Exactly.
He's just had that one game where we've strayed away, and that's just the difference this club has made this year. Is as soon as one player has an off game, we're onto him saying, "Ooh," which is good because 3 years ago, if I always had 3 or 4 shit games in a row, he'd be out.
I would say under the pump is our supporters that aren't enjoying this right now.
Yeah, live in the moment.
No, but seriously, you just don't know. Like in 5 years' time, you go, "Geez, that was a good year," and you just didn't enjoy it enough. But I think obviously we are enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm loving this.
Well, in 5 years' time, we'll have 3 premierships anyway.
Yeah, but you just got to enjoy it.
See, not that much.
You just got to enjoy it because guys like us, we're young guys, and we've never fucking seen this.
We've never
never seen this.
Exactly.
You could say 2012, 20... No, we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it consistent.
We didn't make the 8 days.
But look, we're third favourite in round 9, round 10 now.
What are we paying now?
Betting a lot on this show.
Yeah. What are we paying now? I think at
$13.
15. 13. Come in again.
Equal with Geelong.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Yeah.
That's all that.
We'll beat
They
them.
won't make the 8.
Yeah. Oi.
They lost the Saints, didn't they?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Under the pump, no one. So would you say that's a good problem to have?
Very good problem to have, mate. Very good problem to have.
Absolutely. George Hewitt.
Georgie.
He's under the pump.
Yes.
Against the
Old side.
the old side. How good would it be just to see him just dominate him?
run through Parker or something.
Just knock him out.
Oh, mate.
Because the thing about his role at the Swans, he was more of a tagger and a half-back. I think he's been utilised much better.
How
at
good is
Carlton.
he?
No, but seriously, like
Yeah,
he was averaging 17 in his career touches, which is off half-back, which is great.
Exactly right.
And he's has stints in the midfield, but fuck me, like he's averaging 30. He's top of the AFL in clearances.
Yeah.
And he's played 8 games for the club.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I love him to have 35 and a goal against the Swans.
Yeah.
Just fucking
2 goals.
put him away, maybe 2.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too picky, but we love you, Georgie. Shout out, mate. I'm looking at both cameras.
How good is Georgie?
Absolutely. Probably. Well, I reckon he is confirmed to be the best pickup of the year. There's no one else that's really up there.
Lewis Young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only one that's up there though.
Jeez, we're up there for.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out. This is a not under the pump. This is a shout out to our list management.
Yeah.
They've been critiqued. Even Sauce when he was here. Look at the players we have: Kerno, Mackay.
Yeah.
Guys like that. But
It was a long time coming.
Yeah.
Lewis Young. Yeah, but that's what happened. That's what the whole
That's what
thing
I'm saying.
was.
Yeah.
And there's still, but people say we've been rebuilding for ages, and I don't think
not a proper rebuild.
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think that rebuild really that we've done for however long has nothing to do with how good we are now. Really, like,
No.
Because how many of them players are
This is the
and
Bolton era.
Yeah.
gone. How
Like
many
the
players
start
have
of that.
come and gone? Yeah, exactly right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but you look at like our players, we're still young. We are
very young.
We were the 4th youngest team on the weekend.
Yeah.
Younger than Collingwood, younger than all these teams that are supposed to
Younger
be.
than Collingwood.
Younger than,
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, because let's be like, because the last couple of years, that's we love them. Like,
We didn't have a guy
Cruiser,
over
Murph,
30 on the weekend.
They're all gone. Like Ed Kerno, I'd say would be one of the
He's
oldest.
probably
wouldn't
our
he? But
oldest.
he's not even playing.
injured.
Yeah.
He's injured.
We don't have a guy over 30 in our team.
Yeah.
And we're 7 and 2.
Yeah.
Like, how old is Chera? 23?
22.
2.
22.
Walsh?
22.
About the same. Cripper, a bit older.
27.
Yeah. Probably the oldest one.
That's
one
old.
And Doc's
Yeah.
probably the oldest.
29 or 28.
Without being discriminatory towards age, like, we are a young team.
Yeah.
But then, I think just with Hewitt is that we've actually played him in the role that he probably wanted at the Swans, which...
Yeah,
probably
100%. It's worked out.
Yeah, but then I think that's probably what Horse had probably said to him. He's like, we want you as a tagger, as a half-back out.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I just think that Voss has just said, look, what's your strength? Hewitt's given him his strengths. He said, all right, let's try you in the midfield alongside Cripper and Walsh and Chera. So many good players, mate. Unreal.
And speaking of pickups, like Cher and Hewitt just seamlessly just joined the team.
Yeah.
No, haven't even heard a bad word about them.
Nah.
Haven't heard one of the best trade periods, and I think it's going to be the trade period that sets us up for success.
Can I upset you?
Yeah.
Chera has been a great pickup.
Ooh.
So he's a superstar.
Yeah.
And he's, how old do we say he was? 22, 23. Do you reckon he makes some mistakes? I know everyone makes mistakes, but I don't know, he kicked someone out, a couple out in the full maybe
22.
on the weekend.
22.
22 and
22.
And,
Oh, okay, that makes it okay,
what the way I
Still an
judge
AFL player.
the way I judge Chera's game is look at his targets he hits.
Yeah, no, 100%.
He looks at targets that other blokes don't look at. He's 22. He's easily top 5 players.
Yeah.
And he's 22.
I think that's because we all know Walshy is a different beast.
Walshy, different player. Different
grade.
But I just think Walshy is not your usual 22-year-old.
No.
I think Chera is more like...
He's not a usual one. He's much better.
Yeah.
But he's got positives that other players don't. Both feet are fantastic.
Yes.
It's different.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. That's what a team is. You
Yes.
complement each other.
Yeah.
He's not going to have 40 every week because Cripps were getting 40
Exactly.
every week. So it's like...
Yeah.
But I get your point.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I like to upset you. It's well known. I like to stir you up. So, yeah, I thought I'd throw that one in there. Let's move on to some match predictions. A quick episode here without the speech. I feel like he's backbone of the podcast. But what do you got for us, Pato?
Yeah, so I personally had Cripper best on ground, but after speaking and having a little bit more thoughts, I've gone, and you might not be happy with this, because
LOB.
George Hewitt is going to be best on ground against his old side. I think he'll have a little bit of a... Matt Kenny was okay on the weekend. It was okay.
He was good, yeah.
He wasn't best on ground, but I think he has a little bit of the same about that. George Hewitt will have best on ground, 32 touches with a goal to give his old team a bit of a regret, really. But I think first goal will be Charlie Curnow. I think lock that in. And Blue Baggers by 44 points.
That's
44
that's
points.
confidence.
I'm telling you.
It's gonna be. It won't be an easy game.
Statement.
It won't be an easy game, but I think we can. I feel we got a bit more. They're a great team. I think the Swans, but I think just in terms of firepower, I know they've got Buddy and they've got some really good players, but midfield wise as a group, I think we're much better than them.
Absolutely, yeah. Do you want to give us your predictions, mate?
Yep. So first goal, Jesse Motlop. I think he might kick three or four. Best on ground, like you said, I've got George. So Pato looked at mine, the cheat. The fucking copycat. But sorry for the F-bombs. But nah, George, I think
You're not sorry any other week.
George will have a big game. I think he's been almost best on every week. That's almost been at second or third every week,
right.
which is enormous. But tip Carlton by 25. I've been lenient. I was going to go higher, but just I'll take a 25 point. I'll take a fucking 1 point win, to be honest. But, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I have got first goal, Motlop. Best on ground, second game. Motlop. Kick 6. Kick 6. 6 goals, 1. What's wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Expectations, fucking hell. Yeah.
All right, he doesn't miss it.
No,
he gets 7 goals straight.
Bang. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Baggers chat. We don't stuff around any bags.
No behinds here, mate. And you win by 6 goals.
Just an easy 6-goal win. Just a
comfortable, man. We'll let him back in the second quarter. We'll just stop our heads a few minutes there, but feel like this game, we'll start strong, finish strong.
Yep.
And that's how it'll happen. As for speech creation, we don't actually have his predictions here, but...
Can I do it on his behalf?
Just make them up.
Yeah, I'm doing it on Speech's behalf for a bit of fun.
All right, so Swans by 70.
G'day. So I'll do Speech's tips on his behalf.
Swans by 81
I've got
points.
first goal, Lockie Plowman to get 250s and end up in the forward line.
Yeah.
BOG,
Yeah.
Lockie Plowman,
Bold.
and Swans by 70. That's Speech's tips, not mine.
Yeah.
So send him the hate mail.
Yeah.
Hate mail.
God knows he receives enough of it. All right, boys, that is about it. Obviously, we'll be there. But as for everyone else, get down to the VFL. I know you'll be there, Pato. You'll be there, Reece.
Will I?
Sunday Arvo. Could be.
Yeah, Sandy.
Sunday, maybe.
Icon,
Sandy.
Yeah.
Sunday Arvo, maybe.
Woodsy will be there. Shout out.
Yeah, Woodsy.
Icon Park, 22nd of May this Sunday, 12 noon. Get your tickets. It's the hottest show in town.
I just hope we don't see a collapse. I think they didn't play on the weekend. They had a practice match.
The AFL listed ones didn't play, I believe, but yes, the VFL listed ones they played against the Indigenous, Fitzroy Indigenous, something like that. It was.
Oh, so the AFL played
and they lost.
Yeah, I know.
Really?
But yeah.
Oh wait, so the AFL players didn't play?
No, I don't think they played.
Nah.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Not really.
No?
No, because they don't buy.
But I think in total that AFL players that are listed that are playing VFL should have a priority.
No, I think they got to buy.
I don't see the point of Marchbank playing against it. I don't see.
For points.
What's the point of Marchbank playing against a put together team?
If it's not for points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like intensity.
So what happens if we had 5 or 6 injuries this week and they didn't have any actual feedback from the weekend from a game that they didn't play?
When was the game though?
What do you mean? When was the game?
Ideally, you don't want them playing both anyway. You're saying going into this week?
Yes. So say. All right. What I mean, obviously touching wood that it doesn't happen. What happens if Carlton have a COVID outbreak and there's 8 players out?
I think they've played enough games to pick
players
off.
I think they train at a high enough intensity.
Fair
I think
enough.
They would have had a Saturday session. I reckon those guys who weren't playing.
They would have had something.
Who didn't fly over or whatever, like Marchbanks and all that.
Yeah.
So
it's the same as AFL. They have a bye. What is that? What happened if they have a bye? They start dropping players. But
spot on.
thanks, mate. Yeah, BSL preview. Yeah, good question, man. Thanks. Send some more in. Blues by 70 points against Sandy. I reckon. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really keep track of the VFL.
Really?
Just hope we don't collapse in the last quarter like we did against the Franger.
That was probably one of some of the worst football I've ever seen in my life. But anyway, how much did we win by, mate?
24 points with Crocker to kick 5.
He's going all right.
Yeah. Mid-season draft?
He's leading.
Nah.
It's
You can
obviously
stay
silly, but you can be good in the twos.
Yeah, you can stay
there. Yeah.
Shout out Croc, he's a good guy. But he's leading the goals, man. So keep it up, Croc. You're a good boy.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it for me, boys. And if you're not already, follow, like, share with your friends. It's the best Carlton podcast going around.
Oh.
Like, let's be real.
Oh, podcast, yeah. We've got shout out to all the Carlton podcasts because there's many of them.
They are good.
Almost Blues Brothers, Blues Footy, Blue Abroad, all fantastic. As a fan community, I think we're the best club.
Terrific.
In terms of how many we have.
Yeah, and then Baggers Chat's sort of up the top there. Yeah, I agree. But
will we mention Amazon?
You go.
So during the week, we are officially as the lights start to beam down a little, but Amazon, we are now officially on Amazon. So I don't know if it is officially on there, but the process of the bag show has gone through, and we are officially going to join Amazon Music, I believe. I don't know exactly what it's called.
Well, there you go. I didn't know that, so that's the first for me.
So we are officially on
all
Baggers.
platforms.
I do find out things quite late. I'm a bit lazy, but alrighty. Thanks for watching, and as always, as you said, like, subscribe, share, do it all. Ethan, also. Just real quick, mate. You'll be running a competition pretty soon. Do you want to just sort of give it a little teaser?
Nah, no teaser.
No teaser.
No teaser, but I'll just say.
I think if you give a teaser, it'll motivate you to actually get it done. So.
Okay.
Give the teaser.
Little teaser. There's some clothing. I'll just say that.
All
clothing.
Right, there we go. As always, Pato.
And as always, boys, up the Baggers.